Welcome, fantabulous souls, to Psychically Speaking. I'm your host, Psychic Lisa Ann, and I'm thrilled to have you here. In this podcast, we'll delve into everything related to body, mind, and spirit. As a professional psychic medium and healer with over 28 years of experience, I'm excited to share my knowledge and my experiences with you. Together, we'll embark on a transformative journey of sharing, learning, and personal growth. Whether you're just starting on your spiritual path, consider yourself an old soul, an empath, or a seasoned professional, Psychically Speaking has something special just for you. So join me as we explore the wonders of life, heal ourselves, expand our knowledge, and grow together. Let's dive right in. It is the most busiest time of the year. So today we're talking about how to raise your energy and keep your vibration high along with all of the craziness and the running around that you have to do. So today I just want to give you 5 quick tips. So number 1 is my absolute favorite go-to for keeping my energy high, keeping my vibration high, and that is using essential oils. I absolutely love using essential oils, and I use them throughout my entire day. So I start my morning by using essential oils in my shower. All I do is add a drop or 2 of essential oil to the bottom of my shower. I turn the water on as hot as I can get it, and I just steam my bathroom. And it is like having an aromatherapy session. Right before I step into the shower, I obviously, don't forget, adjust the water to a normal temperature and step in and take the shower. And what I love about this is I can adjust my oil based on what I need for that day. So what I mean by that, like this morning, I am working on negative 3 hours sleep because for some odd reason, my dog needed to go out in the middle of the night. Not once, not twice, but 3 times last night. I think he's on the hunt of a mole in our backyard. So this morning, I used peppermint oil. Nice, uplifting, wake you up kind of smell. I also have allergies. So when everything's in full bloom and it's that time of year, I'll start my day with a little bit of eucalyptus just to kind of open up the sinuses. If I know that I have a stressful day coming up, maybe I'll use lavender, bergamot, or maybe a blend. Such an easy, simple thing to do. You don't have to make any extra time to do it. You're taking the shower anyway. You just add that drop of oil and you are good to go. I also use oils throughout the day by putting them on my physical body. So I might use a drop or 2 behind my ears or on my wrists. In the summertime, we have sandals on. I'll put a drop on the bottom of my feet. Sometimes I'll do that before I get dressed in the wintertime. Before I put my socks on, I might put a drop or 2 of oil on the bottom of my feet. I love before I go to bed putting oils in my diffuser. And I actually have a diffuser on my nightstand that literally runs all night long. It just kind of cycles through. So when I'm stuffy, allergy time, again, I'll use something like eucalyptus or some blend to help with sinuses. Or maybe I'll use a relaxing blend to help me sleep. You can really kind of experiment and see what works for you. But those are my 3 favorite ways to use oils: in the shower, using them throughout the day on my physical body, and using them in a diffuser. Now, we talked about oils, but another simple way to raise your energy or your vibration is really taking that shower or bath. So yes, you can add the oils to it, but just the act of taking that shower or that bath can just totally be refreshing and invigorating. And if you alternate between hot and cold water, it'll really help to stimulate your circulation. So we already talked about how I use essential oils in the shower, but if you want to add essential oils to your bath, and I just think taking a bath, it's so cleansing. So if you've had like a really stressful day, or if you're out and about and you've been around a lot of people and you're just feeling like, oh my gosh, I am so drained, make sure you take a shower or a bath before you go to sleep. Just really let go of all that energy. And whether you're in the shower or in the bath, I just like to visualize all this just gray muck, I call it, just flowing from the top of my head out my feet. And then I will just see it going down the shower drain or going into the bath water and then going down the drain. If you would like to add essential oils to your bath, quick little tip, don't just throw them in the bath. It doesn't work. They're floating on the water and your body's not absorbing them. What you want to do instead is take a cup of salt. You can use sea salt, you can use Epsom salt, you can use Himalayan salt, but take a cup of salt, add about 10 drops, you can do more or a little bit less if you want, of your favorite essential oil, and don't be afraid to mix them up. So if I'm taking a bath and I'm have a cold, maybe I'm mixing it with tea tree and eucalyptus. So don't be afraid to mix some essential oils. You're going to put it in the salt, and it's very important, mix it with a fork so that that salt is absorbing all the oil, and then throw that salt into the bath. Your body will absorb the salt, the oils better, and you will feel amazing when you come out. My next quick tip, sometimes we need to just hit that pause button, right? Take a walk, step outside. I don't care if you are just outside for a minute, right? It doesn't mean you have to say, oh, I got to start my day and I need to do a 2-hour walk around, the mountains or the ocean or the lake or wherever you want to walk. Sometimes just a quick little pause can totally shift your energy and lift your vibration. So maybe you're just in the middle of a really chaotic day and everything's kind of coming at you. Hit the pause button, step outside for a minute, look at the sky, look at the trees, look at the clouds, just something to break that mental pattern that you're in. And I'm telling you, it will shift your energy in such a great way. Now, this one, you know what? I'm going to save this one because I know this is going to be everybody's biggest one. No, I can't do it. So let's save that one for the end. So the next one, this really cracked me up because I cannot believe how many people actually walk around so dehydrated and don't even realize it. If you are not drinking enough water, not only will it lead you to feel fatigued, but it also, like a lot of people when they're dehydrated, they're just very foggy, right? They feel like they can't focus. They have no energy. They're like forgetting everything. So staying hydrated this time of year is very, very important. And I think just normally when it's winter and it's colder, for those of you who are in climates that change, I think, in the summertime it's hot, we drink water, but I think in the cooler temperatures, we don't always remember to drink the water. So make sure you're drinking enough water throughout the day. The other thing that's really important, and let me just say this, because I know I get this all the time when I do readings and I tell people, like, listen, you're very dehydrated. Like, have you been feeling foggy lately? Are you feeling like very low energy? Like, oh my God, yes. And then I'll say, you need to drink more water. And they go, I hate water. Does coffee count? No, coffee does not count as water. So one of the things that we have in the shop, and a company that I really recommend, we have this product called IQ, and they're these mixes that you add to your water. And they have different herbs in them, and they're really good for brain health, for focusing, and it just helps to give you that little bit of energy boost without like chemicals and that fake like sugar rush that then gives you the crash. So you can add them to your water, and they just give your water that nice flavor to help it, easier to drink for those of you who hate water. The other thing is, I think a lot of times when we're running around and we're not paying attention to the time and we're just trying to get everything done, so many people forget to eat. And I know that sounds crazy, but keeping little snacks with you, little energy bars, little protein bars can really be helpful throughout the day. I always carry them. I use these bars called IQ bars, same company. I spent such a long time researching bars because I was trying to find something that was gluten-free, that didn't have a ton of sugar added to it. And it was interesting because anytime I found something that was gluten-free, it actually had more chemicals in it than the thing that had the gluten. So I love the IQ company because their bars are gluten-free, keto-friendly, soy-free. Like and they taste amazing. So throw some bars in your bag. You can keep them in your car. You can keep them in your desk at work so that when you're kind of hitting that point of, oh, I feel my energy dropping, you can grab a little energy bar. And I think a lot of people don't make that connection, right? We're always talking about energy from the spiritual perspective, and we're always talking about keeping our vibration high. But you have to be taking care of your physical body as well to keep your energetic body and your vibration high. Okay, the next one. And I know this is the one that everybody's going to go, Lisa Ann, it's not possible. I need to know what's going on. So I'm really going to challenge you with this one. Start with one day, right? Start with one day. Disconnect, turn off the news, stay off social media. I know. But I'm telling you, you need to disconnect from that constant flow of information. Just taking a break from news and social media will help you to avoid that mental fatigue and that anxiety, and engage in activities that promote relaxation and bring happiness. There are so many studies being done on this constant flow of news. You know, it's funny because I always joke around, I'm so old. I remember when we only watched news at night, right? Like it wasn't, it's the 6 o'clock news. And, my dad would come home from work and my mom would be making dinner and, we would eat dinner and then we would turn on the news and we'd watch the news, and then all the family oriented things, all the game shows came on and all the sitcoms came on. And those were like way back in the day where you spent time with your family. And, I have to tell you, I think that as a society, we need to get back to that, but that's a whole nother podcast. But turning off that news, because it's not just one time a day anymore. It's this constant flow. And it cracks me up because even if you're not sitting in front of a TV or you're not in front of your computer, now we have these things called notifications, right? So you're out having a great time and then bleep, 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 people's phones are going off and they're getting a notification about this or that. I can't tell you how many times I've been in the middle of a conversation with someone and all of a sudden they look at their phone, they're like, oh my God, did you hear? And you just watch their entire energy go from this high vibrational level to literally crashing to the ground because of something that they just read. And, the worst part of it is it just crashed their energy and there's nothing that they could do about it. They couldn't have changed it. There's nothing that they could do about it in that moment now. So, during this time, during this holiday season, give yourself permission to disconnect. Disconnect from the news, from social media. Start with an hour, start with a day, and just really pay attention to how much better you feel when you are not being bombarded with all of that. And my last tip is go do something for someone else. I cannot tell you how much it just raises your vibration and lifts your energy when you go and do something good, put something good out into the world. And it's so simple to do, right? I talk about this all the time on our Tuesday night happy hours that we do via Zoom. Hold the door open for somebody, buy someone a cup of coffee, let someone cut in front of you in line. Like, we always think it has to be these big giant things, but sometimes you can do things that don't even involve any money, right? If you want to do something where you're spending money, go find and adopt a family. A lot of churches do it, where you can buy gifts for a specific family or donate to Toys for Tots. Kyle and I used to do that every year. Get toys and donate for Toys for Tots. You could do things that don't cost anything, right? When you're out and about and you're buying stuff, stop and go tell that manager how awesome that employee was. Go get the restaurant manager and tell them how great your waiter or waitress was. Go write a review for that business. I can't tell you, as a small business owner, people have no idea how helpful it is when people write reviews about businesses, especially on TripAdvisor and Google. Those are the two most important ones. So there's so many things that you can do to just kind of give back, put that energy out there. And you know what's amazing about that is not only does that raise your energy, but it starts this chain, because now you did something for someone, you held the door open. Now they're like, wow, that was so awesome. Now they go and do something, and it just keeps going and going and building and building. So now it's not only you raising your vibration, but you're helping all these other people to raise their vibration. So those are my quick 5 tips for raising your energy, keeping your vibration high during this holiday season. And remember to enjoy, 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 because you deserve to have an awesome holiday. Thank you once again for joining me on this incredible journey. If you found this podcast enjoyable, I kindly ask you to share it with a friend and make sure to hit that subscribe button. To discover more about joining my free weekly live happy hour, explore my work, or visit my Body, Mind, Spirit spa and gift shop in the enchanting historic downtown Southern Pines, North Carolina, simply head over to spiritquestnc.com. And always remember, life isn't always rainbows and butterflies, but every single day, you have the power to choose to be fantabulous. Embrace that power and let your inner light shine bright. Until we meet again, stay empowered and keep embracing the magic of life.